smile no more.
Day 38. It is, oh, shoot, is my mic on? It is. Day 38. And as you can see, I'm not home. I'm not outside. Um, I have things to do today. So it's Saturday. It's Saturday, right? It is Saturday. I'm losing track of my days. Um, so yeah, I'm over here babysitting. So that's always exciting. I recently discovered that everything I was looking for in today's topic is like you think you know everything until God shows you that you know nothing. I used to think I used to think that I knew what it took to be in a relationship. I thought I knew what it took to run a business. I thought I knew what I needed to do in order to progress in life. But in each area of my life, like I was like, you have it all wrong, darling. That's not it at all. You know, I used to have this idolization of what a man was in a relationship and what he provided in that said relationship. But God's like, that's not actually true. Um, what I once desired in a man is not what I desire today. And I used to think that um, a man wasn't a man unless he had everything of his own, unless he was like high class, unless he had, the nice wheels, the really nice job. You know what I mean? Like they presented well. They presented like they're a man's man, but their internal damages. And when you get to know that person, it's like, yo, this is not what I desire at all. God was like, you think you know, but you have no idea. And I used to mate Dan. Dan. I used to date men of high stature. I hated it. I hated it because their soul, there was no substance to their soul. Now I'm attracted to men because of their love, because what they do for their community, not how much money you make. Listen, I can live a happy, peaceful, abundant lifestyle, and my bank account only have $100 in it. It's not about the money. It's not about that. Thank you, Spirit. It's not about the assets. It's about how that person makes you feel, how that person can help you thrive, how that person can help me elevate and give back to the world and what our purpose is. That's the kind of love that I desire. Not about how big our house is, not about um, what it looks like, but what it feels like. Um, we date with our ego. We date because or how our ego feels or how it strokes our ego. We'll date the quote unquote baddest women, but they have no substance to their souls. We'll date the most toxic men because they're good looking and they're well known in society. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want somebody that's for me, and I'm so thankful that God has kept me in this season of singleness because before I regretted it. Before I, and this was even like a few weeks ago, I was like, God, like I just send me somebody. You know what I mean? I did that one time. I ain't never gonna do it again because what happens is we continue to search for something that can't be found. What God has for us, you can't search for it. You cannot look for it. It will be presented to you in divine timing. So what happens is we put ourselves in relationships and we go back and spend a block for something that's it's not there. And it's like, why is this not there? What is missing? It's like what is missing is God's answer. What is missing is God's confirmation. What is missing is that, oh my gosh, it was here all along. And that's most of the time that's within us. And when we fully love ourselves, then our partner will mirror that and our partner will come into union with us. When we hop from relationship to relationship, right, we never fully heal from that past relationship. We never fully detach. We never fully let go. And what happens is you still bring those past traumas and those past pains into your current relationship. It doesn't matter if that shit happened yesterday, a month ago, or 10 years ago. If you never fully let go, if you never fully forgave, you will never be able to move on to your next person. You will never be able to have a fulfilling relationship. I have had men that tell me I'm manipulative, and um, I just don't give a fuck. And it's not that I don't care. It's just the fact that I'm gonna let you do what you think you need to do. And if you want to be here, then you're going to be here. But I'm not forcing nobody's hands. I'm not begging you. I'm not searching for you. Because if it's meant for me, God's going to place it at my front doorstep. If it's meant to be in my life, I will have it. If God removes it, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. And I used to try to make things work with people. I used to be like, well, if we can just change, if you can just do this, if you can just, that person wasn't meant to change, honey. That's how they operate. They operate in a place of survival mode. They operate in a place of hurt. That's what they're used to. And when you try to come in and change that, it causes chaos. It's like, why are you trying to change me? I've been like this for so long. This is how I operate. This. I'm like, you right, my bad. Unless now it's like, unless you see that problem within yourself, and it's like, babe, like I really struggle with this area. Like for example, me, my domestic skills is not up to par. I mean, like, of course I cook and I clean, but I always think I can be better in that area, just like in every other area, or um, be more assertive, but I don't want to be more assertive. And that's the area that I know I'm not going to touch. Like when you push my limits, I'm going to tell you that you push me to my limits, and I'm going to just be like, you push me to my limits, I'm not dealing with this shit, and I'm going to walk away. That's, I'm not going to yell, I'm not going to scream. Why am I going to cause turmoil in my body when I didn't have that problem before I met you? So why am I going to have that problem now? No. If this was my lifestyle before, right? If when you met me, I was on the road. When you met me, I was handling my business. Now, when you meet me, it's like, I want you to drop everything and be a housewife. No. You're going to add to my lifestyle. You're going to be able to fit right in. I shouldn't have to change what I'm doing. I shouldn't have to drop the favors and blessings that I know God given me to be with you. If anything, we're going to expand. While mom over here doing my business, you're going to be over there doing your business. That's how I see it now. And God, before I'm starting to have this epiphany, God was like, what you think you know about relationships is not important. You think you thought you found the right one. And I did a couple times. And it was just like, we just didn't match. We just didn't match. We didn't have the same, thank you, God. We didn't have the same prayer life. They wasn't putting God first, and you can see that in their life. I desire a man that be like, Court, God told me that we need to move in this light. We need to fast. We need to pray. All right, babe, I'm with you. Let's do it. I I now desire a man that's like is godly and puts God first and loves his community. It's not, I'm telling you, it's not about the fancy cars and what they look like and what they have to offer. The man I desire ain't never broke. He's always wealthy. He's always abundant, just like I am. Do I have the best car? No. Do I have a fancy house? And I also live in an apartment, but guess what? I'm abundant. I'm peaceful. I'm loved. You couldn't tell me anything less. And God just like, honey, what you think you know, you have no idea. Just like in areas of my life, he's like, why would you present this to me and it not work out? It's like, because I need you to see why it was never going to work out. I need you to get out your ego. So I'm gonna allow you to go back. You have free will. You want to go back? Go ahead. You want to go do that job that I told you not to take? Go ahead. But you're going to see on why it's not going to work out. You're going to see on why you think your idolization of love is incorrect. Some things you can compromise with people on, but you can't compromise their character. You can't compromise with their prayer life. You can't compromise with their relationship with God. I I used to be like, I need to be number one in a man's life. No, I would never be number one. I will never be number one. I don't want to be his priority. I want to be a priority because his priority is God. Because what happens when he puts God first, then he can just be a leader over me. And I need my man to lead. Babe, I have this vision. I want us to go there. And here I am. Okay, babe, what you need? That's me. The partner, the business wife. I don't know why I just said business wife. The business woman, you know, the nurturer, the caregiver. And my man is the leader. And above us is God. I will never be number one, but I am a priority. Oh, sorry. So I don't know. I'm just letting God work on my love life and in every other aspect in my life. But he's just like, Courtney, what you think you know, you have no idea. It's not what it looks like. He was like, the idolizations and what you think love is actually not love. And I thought for a long time that it was, but it's not. And that's okay because God's working on me. God's delivering me. God is still blessing me. So I know I'm on the right path. But the man I desire, he's wealthy. He's abundant. Do you hear me? And when we come together, it's even more amazing. It's like power couple vibes. You get what I'm saying? Because you won't be like, yo, that's love. When you see me and my partner, you be like, yo, that's love. And you know it's nothing but unconditional love. You would never hear me say anything bad about my spouse. You do they get on my nerves? I mean, will they probably get on my nerves just a little bit? But listen, they're still my partner at the end of the day. And what I want people to realize is let God have control over your life. Stop thinking that you know everything because we know nothing. God will continue to surprise us each and every time. He will continue to put us in realignment. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna let you go do what you want to do for a little bit, but let me let you know that you're gonna come back home. You go out and play in those streets if you want to, you're gonna get your ass hurt, but you're gonna come back home. And it's like every time you gotta come back home, it's a restart. And God will test you, and you keep not getting past this point because you think that you know the right thing to do. You think that but you're not asking God for confirmation. You're not asking God in prayer. It's like you're moving with no direction, walking around here with a chicken with his head cut off, going in circles, but not seeking God first because you think you know. But God's like, you have no idea. I have no idea what God was doing in his last 60 days. No idea. But I'm doing it with his clarity and his direction. I'm telling you, pray. God's like, pray in this season and allow me to take over because what you know, you have no idea. And what you think you know and what you think is right is actually not. Mm. Well, that's all I got. I gotta go get the kids. So see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day.